When you think of countries with unique laws, what comes to mind? Maybe you're picturing places where chewing gum is banned or where it's illegal to die. But have you ever considered a country where stripping down to your own birthday suit in public is perfectly fine? Welcome to Spain, a nation that is not just about flamenco, tapas, and siestas, but also about embracing the human form in its most natural state. In this video, we'll peel back the layers on Spain's fascinating approach to public nudity, exploring everything from its sun-soaked beaches to its bustling city centers. By the time we're done, you will see Spain in a whole new light, and wish you watched it sooner. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more eye-opening content about the world's most intriguing destinations and customs. Spain, a country nestled in the Iberian Peninsula in the Southwestern Europe, is known for its rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning landscapes. But beyond the famous landmarks and delicious cuisine, Spain harbors a secret that sets it apart from many other nations: its liberal stance on public nudity. With a population of over 47 million people spread across diverse regions from the sun-drenched Costa del Sol to the green hills of Galicia, Spain offers a unique blend of traditional values and progressive attitudes. To understand how Spain became a heaven for those who prefer to go natural, we need to take a quick trip down to memory lane. The roots of Spain's nudity-friendly laws can be traced back to the fall of Francisco Franco's dictatorship in 1975. As the country embraced democracy, it also ushered in an era of increased personal freedoms. The Spanish Constitution of 1978 laid the groundwork for individual rights, including freedom of expression, a concept that would later be interpreted to include the right to bear it all. Fast forward to 1988, and we see a watershed moment in Spanish legal history. The Supreme Court ruled that the public nudity was not a criminal offense, effectively decriminalizing the practice across the country. This decision opened the floodgates for a more relaxed attitude towards nudity in public spaces, setting Spain apart from many of its European neighbors. Today, Spain stands as one of the most liberal countries in Europe when it comes to public nudity laws. Unlike many nations where bearing all can land you in hot water with the law, Spain takes a more laid-back approach. The general principle is simple. Public nudity is not illegal unless it's deemed to be offensive or disruptive to public order. This means that, in theory, you can stroll down a city street in your birthday suit without breaking any laws. However, it's important to note that while public nudity isn't illegal at the national level, local municipalities have the power to regulate it. Some cities and towns have introduced their own ordinances to restrict nudity in certain areas, particularly in city centers or family-oriented spaces. But even with these local regulations, Spain remains incredibly permissive compared to most countries around the globe. To put this in perspective, let's compare Spain's approach to that of other nations. In the United States, for example, public nudity laws vary by states but are generally much stricter. In many parts of the US, you could face arrest for indecent exposure. Even in supposedly liberal European countries like France or Germany, public nudity is often restricted to designated areas. Spain's approach is more of a live and let live philosophy, allowing for greater personal freedom in this regard. Now that we have covered the legal landscape, let's explore some of Spain's most popular nudist destinations. If you're looking to embrace your natural state, Spain offers a plethora of options. The country boasts over 400 nudist beaches, ranging from secluded covers to bustling stretches of the sand. Some of the most famous include Estrenc in Mallorca, known as the crystal clear waters and powdery white sand, and Playa dos Muertos in Almeria, a hidden gem surrounded by dramatic cliffs. But it's not about the beaches. Spain also has numerous inland nudist resorts and campsites. El Fonol in Catalonia, for instance, is an entire village dedicated for naturalism, where residents and visitors alike go about their daily lives in the nude. And for those who prefer an urban setting, Barcelona's Plata de la Marpella offers a unique experience, a clothing-optional beach right in the heart of a major city. Speaking of cities, it's worth noting that while most nudists stick to beaches and designated areas, Spain's laws technically allow for nudity in urban spaces too. This has led to some interesting situations, like naked bike rides in major cities or the occasional nude jogger in a public park. While these occurrences are relatively rare, they underscore the unique freedom that Spain's laws provide. But what do the Spanish people themselves think about this? The attitude towards nudity in Spain is generally more relaxed compared to many other countries. This doesn't mean that every Spaniard is a nudist, far from it. However, there's a greater level of acceptance and a lack of shock value associated with nudity. Many Spaniards view it as a personal choice rather than something scandalous or offensive. This relaxed attitude is part of a broader cultural context. Spain, like many Mediterranean countries, has a history of being more comfortable with the human body. From the nude sculptures in museums to the topless sunbathing on beaches, there's less of a taboo surrounding nudity. This cultural backdrop, combined with the legal framework, creates an environment where public nudity, while not mainstream, is certainly more accepted than in many other parts of the world. The impact of Spain's nudity laws on tourism can be overstated. The country has become a major destination for naturalists from around the globe. According to some estimates, nudist tourism contributes billions of euros to the Spanish economy each year. Many resorts and beaches specifically cater to this market, offering clothing optional accommodations and activities. This niche tourism has led to the development of entire communities centered around naturalism. Take, for example, Vera Playa in Almeria, often dubbed the world's largest naturalist urbanization. Here, visitors can spend their entire vacation nude, from shopping at the local supermarket to dining at restaurants. It's a unique experience that draws tourists from all corners of the world, particularly from countries where such freedom is unheard of. However, if you're planning to embrace Spain's new friendly culture, it's crucial to understand the etiquette and guidelines. While the law may permit nudity in many places, that doesn't mean it's always appropriate. Here are some keys to keep in mind. 1. Respect of designated areas. While technically legal everywhere, nudity is most accepted in designated nudist areas like specific beaches or resorts. 2. Be mindful of others. Even if you're a nudist-friendly area, be respectful of those who choose to remain clothed. 3. Always carry a towel. It's considered polite to sit on a towel when nude, especially in public spaces. 4. Photography etiquette. Always ask for permission before taking photos in nudist areas, and be aware that many places prohibit photography altogether. 5. Sun protection. Remember, parts of your body that don't usually see the sun will be extra sensitive. Don't forget the sunscreen. 6. Urban areas. While technically legal, nude in city centers is generally frowned upon, and many attract unwanted attention or intervention from local authorities. Despite the generally accepting attitude, Spain's approach to public nudity isn't without its challenges and controversies. Some conservative groups have pushed for stricter regulations, arguing that unrestricted nudity in public spaces can be uncomfortable for families or go against traditional values. There have been debates about whether completely nudity should be allowed on popular beaches that attract a mix of clothed and unclothed visitors. Additionally, there have been instances where the limits of the law have been tested. In 2011, a man known as the Naked Rambler was arrested in Barcelona for refusing to wear clothes in the city center. While he was eventually released without charges, the incident sparked discussions about where to draw the line between personal freedom and public order. To solve these challenges, many local authorities have adopted a balanced approach. They often designate specific areas for nudity while keeping other spaces clothing mandatory. This compromise aims to respect the rights of nudists while also considering the comfort of those who prefer a more covered environment. While we're on the topic of unique aspects of Spanish culture, it's worth mentioning a few other interesting facts about the diverse country. Spain is known for its vibrant festivals, like the famous running of the bulls Pamplona or the messy Tomatina festival in Bunol. The country is also home to 47 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, more than any other country in the world except Italy and China. And let's not forget the commitment to leisure. The concept of sobremesa, or lingering at the table after a meal to talk and digest, is an integral part of Spanish social life. If you're a single traveler or expat looking to start a new chapter in life, Spain might just be the perfect place for you. Spanish people are known for their warmth, passion, and zest for life. You'll find that many Spaniards value deep, meaningful relationships that are open to connections with people from all walks of life. Spanish men and women are often characterized by their expressive nature, dark features, and captivating charm. They tend to prioritize work-life balance and enjoy life pleasures, making them great partners for those seeking a fulfilling relationship. If the idea of the Spanish romance doesn't appeal to you, stay tuned for our upcoming video about other European countries known for their welcoming dating scenes and vibrant expat communities. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-bending travel content.